Coming to you live. This is Sir Earl with my host, Chie Figure Prodigy to Louis. We're coming at you from the Underdogs on Top Studio in Richardson Park. And our subject is of today. Our subject today is everybody think they're a trainer. You train yourself or you work out, and you believe that that makes you a trainer, which is totally untrue. 99% of the trainers out there today don't need to be call themselves a fucking trainer. They're not worth the money.
99%.
Yeah, 99. It's sad. It's a sad state.
Oh my
Because
God.
what they do is that they work out so they believe they can work everybody else out. Well, I have an interesting story. I had a dance instructor that worked for me at one point. Could dance his ass off. Couldn't teach no goddamn body. Couldn't teach a soul. It's a difference working out yourself and trying to train people to work out. The principles and the things that allow you to be a trainer of other people, not yourself. They don't have that because it's a total different profession. For me, training myself is easy. Training other people, you have to take into account their exercise level, their motivation, the body parts, what they're trying to train. All that goes into uh, the subject of designing them a routine. And a lot of people feel, well, as long as I work out and I train them hard, which is the biggest goddamn mistake, these people don't have years of experience. They have maybe days. And you feel like your job as a trainer is to train them very hard. That's why I've seen clients, they can't sit on a toilet for 3 days, they can't walk, they can't do anything. And that to me, that's not training. Maybe you could train yourself at that level, maybe, which a lot of people, to me, they shouldn't. But you can't. You have to take into account their level and where they're starting and where they're trying to go and what their goals and things are. Whereas majority of the trainers I know, they just believe the harder you train them, the better. And that's the exact opposite because they don't have the experience of training at such a high level. Neither do the damn trainers, but you have to understand who they are, their body, and what they're trying to achieve. That takes more than just giving them a weight and making them do 100 goddamn reps. Cause that's what's gonna get them there. They're not trying to get there tomorrow. We've had clients that's been with us for years, and you train them at their level because they're not at a level where they should be training so extreme because they're not trying to be you. Like I would never train a client like I train me because they're not me. They're not trying to be me. But you have so many people that you talk to that call themselves trainers. And what they believe is train them clients hard as hell, slap them on the neck, all all the shit that you shouldn't do for new clients, but that's what they do.
I mean, I think people can't imagine, as far as what you're saying. Only people that know what they, went through with the trainers. The first, but because, well, first of all, today's your birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to
Happy
me.
he just went in. But because of what we're doing, today's podcast, The Truth Over Fitness, we always talk about what's the truth of the fitness industry or personal training industry, which is that's what we do as a living. And more so I wanted to kind of more so discuss as a good trainer and bad trainer. Kind of almost, I want them to kind of recognize once you go in because many people doesn't, they don't know because they never got with a trainer. So, hey, long as you certify and you look decent, you believe that they it can't help you to get to your goal. But what I see in a lot of time is just like Earl was saying that a lot of trainer that or become a trainer, they because they like working out themselves, so they think that they can make other people in shape as well, and then that is not uh, true at all. But first, because you have to understand that the personal training is not about us; it's about them, about the clients. What you first of all, you have to find out what their goals are, where the fitness level. You know that is you have to kind of think about um, everything, so you can't just push what you do for your workout to them, which is the most the trainer that see what that's what they do.
Right.
They didn't come here to become
99%
a
of
power lifter. You know what I mean? They came here to, hey, I wanted to be toned. I wanted to, increase my, cardiovascular level, the, the strength, and of course they want to lose weight or gain muscle. It's whatever may be. You have to find out what their goals are first, and then as you training, you will learn the client's body. Okay, what is the weakness? What's their strength? And then of course, we have so many clients that have injuries on a previous either trainer or working out class, whatever it may be, or knee replacement to the hip replacement, MS, cancer survivor. I mean, so many different type of people coming through at Ratio 101. And we have to really be careful when we train. Just because, lift what I do, I can't just give them that. You know what I
right.
mean? And also, and what I see is people looking at of course, from the social media, lift heavy. Lift heavy gonna make you strong, and this, you got to build a muscle. Yeah, but you can't just, I have a client that just signed up, 76 years old.
Right.
I can just let her lift heavy, but she don't know what the heavy is. To her, is a heavy is 5 pounds
Right.
already, depending on what she doing with the 5 pounds. But what we have to actually, to me, the good trainer will understand their fitness level, what their needs are, and also give them what they need, not necessarily what you do and you give them, like you do deadlift, so they got to do deadlift. No,
Right.
you know what I mean? Or I understand that, yes, strength is really important, but then you got to build from level 1 and go up to level 5 and level 10. They just trying to get you in the lighter way. And a lot of time, oh yeah, you lifted, 185. Clients are like, okay. They don't know that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I understand. They say, well, yay, because we said you good. But next day, if your knee hurt because of that, or if your back hurt, or you're too sore from your workout, then they don't want to go back.
Right.
So you just gotta take in where they at, and then bring it up just little by little, that they're level. But it's really important the first couple of sessions, because that's where clients will say, you know what, I don't know about this. You know what I mean? I understand that when they come in, they maybe never lift weight, or
Right.
they haven't lift weight for so long. If you look at them as a trainer, the their physical level at that time, first, like if they are a little bit overweight, or a little bit fragile, whatever it may be, and you can't just let them take it to the level 5 and kill them in the first day. I have so many clients that they say, hey, next day I couldn't lift anything.
Right.
My arm was so sore, or my leg, it is just like I had to go to work.
Right.
But so once you affect to, their regular lifestyle, and then they have to think about, do I want to go back to the person?
Right. Well, to me, so many people that call themselves trainers are people that worked out. They're not truly trainers. I think the training community is a freaking joke. You got people that worked out at Bally's and trained like a fucking idiot, and they call themselves a trainer, and that's just not. Or they go get certified and think, oh well, I'm certified, so I got to be a trainer. Well, I know a lot of people that were certified that got fired. That's fat, that's overweight, and that's not the lifestyle. You first and foremost have to live the lifestyle of a trainer if you're counting on training other people.
Right.
It,
Because for you to educate the other people, you gotta know,
yeah,
right? You gotta experience. If
right,
you never run in a marathon, how you can, train them to run a marathon?
right,
Um, you can help them, but the actual feeling of running the full marathon, I never experienced it, so I don't know. But I did help a couple of people, but they have to kind of go through it, and I'm kind of okay, because I do not like running. But anyway, most part is we practice what we preach. If you tell them, oh, hey, these are the things that you gotta eat, you gotta practice that
right,
because they're gonna have so many questions. You know what I mean? And then you gotta be able to answer, not just because you read it on the book.
right,
And then but as you they can tell you if they see your physique.
right,
You know what I mean? So um I think it's to people that, can really take them where they need to be. We need to really practice what we preach.
right. And I really think for people that don't know, because there's a lot of people that get trainers that don't know, they just feel like because they call themselves a trainer, they should be good. I gotta hire them. Look at what they stand for. If they don't eat right, how can they teach you how to eat right? And if you start out training with someone and you take the time to look at their physique, they're fat, they're out of shape, they don't train their legs, whatever it may be, that's a telltale sign. You know, it's a saying. Believe the person when they tell you the first time. So when you're hiring a trainer, not just, oh, he a trainer, he got me in shape or whatever. Look at the product. Look at the product. It's certain things, like you just know it's not right. You know?
I think we used to that because we always see the perfect body with all the professional bodybuilding contests or whatever. So we know what to look for the physique,
Right.
but so many trainer they don't know. Because like you can be genetically just gifted and just lean and you got six pack, right? So that the clients will see, you know, I would not want to say the trainer name, but the clients see the person like, oh man, he got muscle and he got six pack. You know what I mean? So now to them, he is in shape and then he is, the great trainer because he got muscle. He must know what he doing. But to us, look at that person and be like, no, you know what I mean?
Well,
So
a lot of times that's true, but at the same time, if you watch that trainer long enough, you'll see and understand. Like I've had trainers that say, "I don't do nutrition." Just eat. So you're telling me,
yeah, or they say just eat tuna and
right?
lettuce.
Just eat tuna and lettuce, right? They ain't got no. It's no method to it. If you stay with them just a little time, you'll start to see where they lack at. The difference is not that they don't know, is they don't have anybody else
To
to
compare with.
to compare with.
Right.
Right.
So that's why most clients are coming to us. I'm like, man, I haven't been working with the trainer, but he never did this or she
Right.
never did this. You know what I
Yeah, we
mean?
see that a
A
lot.
lot, yeah. So it's really unfortunate, but once they experience and us, and they were like, okay, now I know what to look for,
Right.
right? So um, but it's really kind of the messed up industry because and so many people think they are like you say a trainer or they if you have a certification they can be trained become a trainer, but it is it's a hard industry to earn the respect. I would
Right.
say that because everybody. the same.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's how they look at. So it just we wanted to kind of give a clients or give you guys first, what to look for the trainer. If they told you that if you don't throw up every session and you didn't work out hard enough,
Right.
no, you gotta leave. You better leave. You know what I mean? Or in your heart, and then when you kind of nah,
that
he is not.
that's the whole point I'm trying to make. People will, in your heart, just as you just said, something about this person ain't right. But instead of just wanting a lousy ass trainer, you don't want to look at it and say, hey, why can't I get a diet plan? Why do I have to be sore and throw up all the time? Without a doubt, those things are not right. You cannot know nothing.
Right, and also I have a client that she had a knee issues of arthritis, and she actually expressed that to the trainer, but she obviously didn't know how to kind of go around it or how to train, how to strengthen still. You know what I mean? After she even expressed. So what happened is that sometimes lack of knowledge or experience. I would say this as now we trying to hire trainers. If certification, okay, that if you have it, great. But I will not just hire them just because they are certified. It's more so I want to see they a people person first of
Right.
all, and l- know how to read their personality,
Right.
client's personality and a fitness level, and actually ear to listen because you can learn from us a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a lot of time when they come and they will feel like they already know.
Right.
I'm not trying to teach you how to bench press. That's not it. It's
Right.
more so you gotta engage. How to engage with the clients? Okay, we have so many different type of clients. So if type of person comes in, you know how to take this person from level 1 to level 10.
And those are all the tangibles. And you said it right, is that because we hire trainers a lot, we really get to see the other side of what they don't know. And those tangibles, to me, you should be, if you open up your ears and really thought about it for a minute, some of the shit that they doing is not right. And instead of saying, hey, it's not right, I don't want to get slapped on my neck, I don't want to get up to, do all that, you choose to want to put up with it, knowing it's not right, but I got to train it. No, no.
Yeah.
If it ain't, if you get a sixth sense that it's not right, then you need to ask around other trainers or do something different, because you have an instinct that it ain't right.
Yeah. So I know that's this New Year start, so that many people are trying to get with a trainer or go to gym, but make sure interview the person, personal trainer. Make sure you have a consult with them, and to make sure you feel comfortable with the person, and you don't have to decide it like that. Then if you can ask them, either they can have discount price session or free session, that you can kind of taste what they do. I will do that first, and of course, to me, if they're not interested in where you are at, or what your goals are in the beginning, or they just show you around and then come on, let's go. No,
Yeah.
yeah, because we have to understand that's the personal training coming from, where we have to figure out what's going on and personally, because like I said, everybody's a different,
Right.
and then meantime, as we have so many different clients that have a long-term relationship, right? So because they stick with us for so long, and but as they change, and then they were set different goals, or maybe you're pregnant, you had a baby, and then now it's a little bit different way that you got to train your body.
Right.
So life happens, and we have to go buy with each individually, build a relationship, and which is personality. You know,
Right.
some people like to be pushed, and some people don't. If you don't know how to read, you as a trainer, you will lose that clients real
Right.
quick. And also, you know, we have to give them what they need, but at the same time, clients don't want to see the result, right?
Right.
So they only probably give us the 5 to 6 weeks.
Right.
And then within that, if they don't change, they don't see the changes, most of the time they're not going to stick with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you have to kind of make them trust what you're saying or what you do and help them guide. And then they started seeing the different, feel like, oh, I feel stronger, or I feel better, or I can come down a couple of pounds, or whatever it may be. Then, okay, let's try the next, go around. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, you as a people, this is a both way with the clients. Yes, I would suggest that do the free consult with them or a tryout session and interview with them, make sure you're comfortable. But the first the trainer, the people that want to become a trainer, you know have a hands-on or go to the place that like almost an internship.
Right.
I learned so much under you when I didn't have clients. I would sit there, how you engage with the clients, how you talk on the phone when clients called you to want to sign up, what type of question you ask over the phone. Those are things that are all important. A lot of time, I think those are, franchise gym, what they do is a manager will sign up, right? The clients that they wanted to have a personal trainers, and then they will give it to the trainer,
Right.
or they will set up an appointment with the trainer. What we do is we promote, we let you come in to do the free consult, and then we train them, right? And then so we sign up, and then we train them.
Right.
So it's like you have that's the different than now, because old school trainers, we have to do everything.
Right.
We gotta invite the clients, we gotta sign up the clients, and then we gotta do paperwork,
But the
and then
thing
execute.
is, old school trainers were better
Right? I
because
no,
of
no, I
those
know,
things.
I know. So but what I'm saying is sometimes these new trainers, they don't know.
No.
So I'm trying to teach our new trainers how to do free consult, how to do paperwork. If I'm not there, you got to be able to sign up,
Right.
go over the contract, explain term and the condition, and take their payment, and set the schedule.
Right.
Now that is a trainer.
Right.
You accomplish. You know what I mean? Not just I'm signing up and then here you go, I'm gonna give it to you.
Right.
No. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and that's I know this is difference.
Yeah.
For myself.
And to me, because that's how I learned. And to me, honestly, in my feelings, that's why the old school trainers are better.
And then also because you know what, those are trainer that like those big gym, and they remember because we had signed up with the summer trainer that they are experienced of 10 years, and at the time I don't know which gym was a bigger gym, right? And okay, he got 10 years, experience. But what happened, he don't know how to follow up the clients.
Right.
He don't know how to sign up the clients, right? So we told him that, hey, give them a free session to see if they want to sign up. He couldn't get it.
Right.
So what happened is that because he never experienced that,
Right.
he never have to hustle to go out there to get his own clients, But because the people sign up for the club, and the manager will sign up, go over the paperwork, all of that, and
Right.
then the manager will set up with the trainer. Well, but if you wanted to become independent trainer and eventually you wanted to have some type of a personal training business, you gotta know everything.
Right.
As now you will transition from a trainer, you are always being owner, but
Right.
now because you have many employees, so you have to become the more so owner side. You will
Right.
transition to the more focus on the owner side and expand it to this podcast and things like
Right.
that. But but from the get go, I learned everything.
Right.
You gotta talk over the phone, invite the clients, do the console, paperwork, train, and
And to me, as I said before, those things, like, you're not going to appreciate a client if you didn't have to work for the client. It's just like
that's true.
it's just like a group, a flock of birds flying past. You ain't appreciative if you sitting your ass in the house by the fireplace and they kill a duck and bring it into you and everything all good. It's feel a little different when you got to go out there yourself and stay in the
hunt
rain
that, yeah.
and hunt that duck. The duck eat better, and that's one of the problems I think so many so-called trainers have today. They're not invested in the clients. So when you don't invest in something, you don't appreciate it.
Right.
And you have so many trainers that feel they're doing the client a fucking service. You're not. They're paying you, and they just so lackluster about caring. To me, I've had clients for 25 years that I will still get up in the middle of the night, and go for that client because the love and appreciation. I mean, you paid me for 25 years. I can't get up early for you one day. That's non-appreciative. It's like, I love and appreciate every client that I've been gifted to get as a client, because these people pay our bills. You know what I mean? A fucking armored truck don't pull up and give me money. Shit, I got to get it, and you get it by giving a great service. And I think there's so much that's missing in today's trainers because they don't savor the hard work to get them and keep them and learn and all those things. They miss all those things. Why? Because everybody's doing it for them. So it's not that hard. If I can sit my ass at home, I ain't even at the club. I'm sitting at the home, and you gonna sign up and you gonna give me a client. Do you think I really appreciate that client?
Yeah. But anyways, we kind of took a really long time to explain all of that. But we always say this, you know what I mean? So I hope all you guys have a trainer right now and they're helping you to get to your goal. But if you don't feel, a little bit, I mean, not happy about where you at, just to seek around. You know what I
Right.
mean? You don't have to say. A lot of times people think that you got to be loyal to the person. I say that's your money.
Right.
Go wherever you want to go. Whatever works for you, do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And also the trainer, they take that as a personal. Oh, they need to stop. Because there's so many people they can help more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we had a trainer that once the clients left, and now he don't even talk to them no more. I'm like, come on, man! It's like they can go anywhere they want to. That's their money.
Spend your money where you want to spend your money.
Because we do what we do from our heart. Hey, if that's not enough, and then go seek someplace else. As long as it's you happy, you find a place that you can keep going.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't understand that, but anyway,
All right.
that's enough for today.
Right.
And thank you for watching, and thank you for listening. If you have any question, please send us a message if you wanted to hear about more, different things, and we will try to provide that. So
right, you can contact us by phone. We have so much social media. If you want to get in touch and ask a question, we welcome you too. There's no bad questions.
And so like and share and subscribe. But again, thank you for watching, and we see you guys later.
That's right. Peace out.